Another new term, and this one's called greenwashing. And greenwashing is basically big industry. Big industry, big corporations spending more money and time and putting resources into looking green rather than actually doing anything about it to make you think they're green. So they go, I'll buy our product because it's green. It's not. And this is why.
We are in the process of destroying this planet.
I'm going to disagree with you on that one, Jeff. With your multi-trillion-dollar Amazon organization, global organization, sending diesel-burning ships and lorries all over the planet, huge hangars and warehouses full of poor people on minimum wage, having to fill cardboard with crap that people have bought offline, and apparently we are destroying the planet, not him. We are.
As environmentally conscious practices become more and more commonplace, corporations are helping us make better decisions.
Yeah, good old corporations helping us make better decisions. I mean, the priority for big industry, big corporations has always been helping us make better decisions, and has nothing to do with profit and scamming you or fucking the environment. Never do that. Better decisions.
By giving us eco-friendly options. Or are they? Believe it or not, it's much harder to tell the difference now between a product that's actually all green from one that is simply been greenwashed.
Yeah, I mean, like, fuck me. Like, here's the thing, right? In a nutshell, greenwashing is the reality that big organisations present to you, big corporations present to you, all this advertising. They say, oh, well, this is what we're going to do, rather than the actual reality, right? So it's greenwashing, isn't it? Like, it's basically brainwashing with a bit of green involved, maybe some lettuce. I've got some here, look. I'm greenwashed. Ooh, nice. I'm so greenwashed. I believe it all. Where's Bill Gates when you need him?
The world today is confronted with an urgent carbon crisis.
Okay, all right, listen. Come on, listen. Lovely soothing piano music and some fake bushes and a bloke standing in front of it with it, like, you know, dressed casual. That's all good. That's a good start. Let's have a look. Let's continue with Microsoft's carbon footprint elimination scheme thing, whatever it's called.
Today we are making the commitment that by 2030, Microsoft will be carbon negative.
Do we clap? Do we clap now? Do we clap? Oh, we do? Well, no, yeah. Oh, no, yeah. No, like, yeah, no, yeah. Oh, God, I tell you. Well, listen, Microsoft are full of shit. Amazon are full of shit. All these big corporations, they're all full of shit. Everyone's full of shit. Let's see what Russell Brand's got to say. I love this guy. Let's see what he's got to say about Microsoft's claims to be carbon neutral and zero waste by 2030. 2030, come on, man. Why not 2022? Nah, 2030. Let's check out Brand.
Microsoft announced an initiative to go zero waste by 2030. I mean, zero waste, you shouldn't get a round of applause for that. I plan to stop punching my children in the face, by 2030. Fucking hell, it's stages. And to source 100% renewable energy by 2050. But here's the reality, you heard it. Pledges, neutral, 2030. They've all got their sights set on good old 2030, don't they? It's because it's like, oh, it can't be too soon, but it's got to sound, it can't sound stupidly far off. Microsoft has partnered if you're looking to sort out carbon neutrality, you've got to go with people who know the business inside out. That's why Microsoft has partnered with oil giants Chevron and Schlumberger, world's largest oil field service provider, to accelerate oil field development and extraction of fossil fuels. That would, hold on a minute, that's not going to help. This would increase carbon emissions. Oh, this kind of partnership is not new to the company. Microsoft has aggressively courted the oil industry, forming partnerships with ExxonMobil and hosting exhibitions like Empowering Oil and Gas with AI at industry conferences. I just find that a bit offensive, don't you?
Not just across our direct emissions, but across our supply chain too. We must take responsibility to address the carbon footprint of our own technology and company, but we will also go beyond that. By 2050, we will remove from the environment all of the carbon we have emitted directly or by electrical consumptions since our company's founding in 1975.
Why not 2025? Shh, we'll get sacked. Just keep clapping. But my hands hurt. Yeah, 2050.
Is that good, 2050? Even the people there at Microsoft have been forced to attend this in their lunch break. I'm going to struggle to clap. I can do this clap for that.
This is the decade for urgent action, for Microsoft and for all of us, to take bold steps forward to address our most pressing challenges. We hope you will join us on this journey, because each of us must commit to do more in order for us to collectively achieve more.
Do more to achieve more. Why have we got to do more to achieve more? This is like a Scientology fucking seminar. It probably is. Yeah, I mean, that pretty much sums it up, doesn't it? We hope you join us on this bold journey, whatever the fuck you say. Basically, put on a slideshow in front of some plants and everything's tidy. No, people have worked out what's going on, and these motherfuckers have had it. They can't get away with it anymore. You can't go around blowing out this bullshit, which some people who, like Russell said, have been forced to attend this seminar on their lunch break and probably haven't been paid for it. This is what happens every day. But stick some plants on, stick a few people in some chairs and some piano music, and all is well. Everything's carbon neutral. We're all good.
Jeff Bezos out with his next big idea, announcing a multi-billion-dollar effort to fight climate change, calling it the Bezos Earth Fund.
All right, let's get Jeff Bezos out of the way. What a wanker. I mean, what a fucking premium grade wanker. Sorry, Jeff Bezos case. Right? And if Jeff was in the room right now, he'd go, stop going doodaloo, don't go doodaloo, and I'd go, don't go doodaloo.
Jeff Bezos is infamously misleading when it comes to donating to charitable causes, touting big sums while only providing a fraction. Amazon has a poor record on environmental issues. No, it doesn't. I just told you, a fund has poor record on environmental issues, employee rights and taxes, and their business model relies on overconsumption.
We have to work together to meet these goals. It has to be done that way.
Late last year, Bezos co-founded the Climate Pledge for businesses.
Yeah, our new business model comes to you behind this like curtain and some string. We're only a multi-trillion-dollar organization, but yeah, string and stuff. Come down. Just pull it.
That pledge came just one day before thousands of Amazon employees walked off the job as part of a global climate strike.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting serious now, because what's happening is even the employees are going, look, you're telling us you're dedicated to change, you're dedicated to the environment, you're dedicated to becoming carbon neutral, like decades off. But even now, we're not seeing any evidence of that. So what's happening is people are now waking up. These big organisations are not dedicated to changing anything. They don't give a fuck about the environment. All they give a fuck about is their fucking profits, because they know they'll be dead in 20, 30 years and the planet will go on. They don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about the environment. They don't give a shit. This is called greenwashing.
The group has criticized Amazon's tech contracts with oil and gas companies and alleged retaliation against workers who voiced concerns about the company's environmental impact. Amazon Employees for Climate Justice reacted to the Bezos New Earth Fund in a statement, writing, "We applaud Jeff Bezos' philanthropy, but one hand cannot give what the other is taking away."
But one hand cannot give what the other is taking. That is so true. I mean, like, for example, I'll give you an example. The place I work, we just had this big pay rise. So, oh, here's more money. Here's loads more money. Everyone's gone, oh, more money, more money. But we're going to take some more hours off you.
I'm talking about greenwashing, and I'm talking precisely about this apparent contradiction between suddenly every business is green, and yet we know the planetary fundamentals are continuing to deteriorate.
They're all carrying on like this. Apple, for example, has reduced its comprehensive carbon footprint by 35%, and all of its data centers and stores across 44 countries are powered entirely by renewable energy. Meanwhile, Apple, whilst verbally committed to solving the pollution problems caused by its devices, the culture of the company says otherwise. In a time when unused and unrecycled smartphones are literally depleting the planet of necessary resources, Apple continues to push its buy one every year strategy to keep its profit margins high. If Apple really wanted to curb this issue right now, it could easily make upgradable devices that would extend end-of-life expectancy and cut down on e-waste. That's really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, like, oh my God, right, here's the thing, right, I'm recording this right now, look, bang. iPhone 7, 4 years old. I'm going to be editing it on a HP ProBook, right? A fucking HP ProBook, 6 years old, right? Does what it needed to do. Stop buying all this crap. If you're watching this on something less than a year old, you are a massive wanker. Or Jeff Bezos, is it Bezos, whatever. Stop going doo-loo-loo. Don't go doo-loo-loo. That's what you'd be saying to me right now.
It's a very serious problem because it means people don't know what green or sustainable is now in a world where everything appears green or sustainable, and yet we know at the back of our minds that very little is.
So on that note, I'm going to leave you with this clown's fantasy. He spent nearly a month underground in a high vis. Stop going doo-loo-loo. I can't help it. Going doo-loo-loo. See you later.
Living in a tunnel over there on under the ground for 27 days as part of a, There were 9 of us down there, and we were only the sort of part of a bigger movement where we had hundreds and thousands of people behind us. So it's really important to say we were just the people in the tunnel. This movement is everyone, and every role we have to play is vital. HS2 is going to get stopped. HS2 will be cancelled. And if you doubt that, then let me tell you that even if we went home and didn't campaign against it, it still would get cancelled because the climate is unravelling, the emergency is getting worse day by day. At some point in the next 20 years, it will be so obvious and we'll run out of so much money and other resources, the shit will have hit the fan, that HS2 will get cancelled. Our job is to bring that date forward. It's going to get cancelled anyway, but how many homes, how many jobs, how many woodlands get destroyed in the meantime is up to us. That's what we have to say. How many are we going to let stand by and get destroyed? If the more of us step up, and the more we step up, and the sooner we step up, the sooner we can stop it.